So you've put in your application to be an egg donor and you haven't heard back. I can tell you why. Hey, it's Kathy Bernardo from the Northeast Assisted Fertility Group. I get hundreds of donor applications every month, and I can spot a good one right away, and I can spot a bad one right away. So the first reason, I think 80% or more of applications that aren't any good are those that do not meet the most basic requirements. Now, we've listed the basic requirements to be an egg donor right next to the application, and still people don't read. I even get applications from men, okay? So, number one, look at the age range. The first reason I can see on the first page, if someone is over 29, they are not eligible. And that doesn't mean that you're not a good person or that you're not fertile or anything like that. It's just the standards for anonymous egg donation are a little different from the general population. For example, if you wanted to have a baby at 30, sure, you could do that. That's a great age. If you wanted to be a donor for a friend or a cousin, that would be fine. But 35, 36, 40, I even get them from 50-year-olds and they're mad. I'm fertile, my eggs are great. I'm like, it's nothing personal, okay? For an anonymous egg donation, they like to keep them over 21 because that's the ASRM ethical guideline, and generally under 29. We make exceptions for women who have donated eggs recently and have done really well. So most of it is just age, okay? The second is BMI, body mass index. Again, just because you carrying a few extra pounds doesn't mean you're unhealthy, doesn't mean you're unfertile. But there are two things going on with weight. One is recipients will see your photos, and it's just the laws of the jungle. Overweight is not attractive to most people, okay? So it's just an aesthetic thing. Then if your BMI, your body mass index, and we have a little body mass index calculator on the site, if you're in the obese category, it's a health issue and you wouldn't be eligible for that. So those are the two biggies that really are the main reason most questionnaires are not qualified. Other things like being a US citizen or legal resident. You have to be able to earn money in the United States. You have to be a US citizen. You can't be a citizen from another country, and you can't be here on a student visa or on a special visa where you're allowed to make money in your field only, okay? Then there's some other things that you may not be aware of. Now, we look at family medical history really carefully. There may be something in your family medical history that is not ideal, and you may be on certain medications. I'm not going to tell you which because because you're going to I don't want to encourage people not to tell the truth. Some medications are okay, some are not. So you got to put down everything that you're taking. And that may be an issue. The other thing, this happens every once in a while, I get an application that is just poorly done. Half the questions are skipped, the second half of the questionnaire is skipped. I can't evaluate something like that. And if someone who is so careless, who can't even bother to fill out the questionnaire properly, isn't a good egg donor candidate because there's a lot of attention to detail throughout the process. The most important thing when filling out a questionnaire is to be honest. If you do not reveal something or flat out lie about something, it will come up. It will be found out later on. If you say, no, I never use recreational drugs, well, you will be drug tested throughout the process. So you will be found out. You lie about one thing, you can lie about other things. So it's really important to be honest. So I just want you to know that if you're not accepted as an egg donor, it doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't mean you're infertile. It doesn't mean you're unhealthy. There are very narrow standards for anonymous egg donors, and most women in this world just don't fall into that category. There's only a certain number of women between 21 and 29 who have a really good family medical history, who aren't on any drugs, who are attractive and educated. That's what we're looking for, especially our our agency, we're really looking for someone a little special, a little more educated, a little more attractive than the normal person. So maybe you don't get into our program, but you could donate somewhere else. So don't take it personally. Don't feel bad. We have very high standards. We only accept a small percentage of applicants. So in sum, look at the basic requirements and make sure you fit them. Don't think you're an exception. Well, I'm 35, but I'm super great. Like, no, okay? Um, be honest and be thorough in your application. I hope this was helpful. Please go to assistedfertility.com for more information about our program, and I hope you can apply soon. Thanks so much for watching.